Alright, and we are going to do a tutorial on what sheets to load into Revit and how to actually start putting together some of the sheets that you can print that you can take home to your parents. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you where you can find what you need, which the very last thing that says it's due is sheets exported from Revit. There they are. Those are the sheets that you're going to have to eventually make and put in there. I'm going to pause while I open Revit and then we'll be able to go. Okay, so I have Revit open and I'm going to create the title sheets. I'm going to move down in my project browser to where it says Sheets All. Right click, go to New Sheet, and this is the only title block that's loaded in right now. So I'm going to click on the Load button. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says Title Blocks and select the 11 by 17 horizontal sheet. That is sheet B. So there it is, say OK, and I now have my 11 by 17 sheet. Down here in the corner, just going to rename things. You do have an owner for yours, I do not. So mine is going to be John Doe. Project name, we can just call this House or Habitat House if you would like. Over here for the unnamed, I am going to create the floor plan dimensioned. Project number is 002. 001 was your shed. This is being created on 12/12 of 2016. It is drawn by D. Neelam. Keep in mind everything is supposed to be capital letters. So everything that I'm doing right now is capital, and I am also the checker. So you will put your name in the drawn by section, and you will put my name in the checked by section. So my title sheet is created. What I should do now is go up here and find my floor plan dimensioned, and I can just drag that over to the sheet and click, and when I do, I notice two things. Number one, my crop region fell way outside of the sheet, so we're going to have to fix that. And number two, the scale is not appropriate for it to fit on the sheet. So the first thing I'm going to do is right over here on the left hand side is find a scale that's appropriate where it looks like it fits. Boy, that's pretty good. I doubt I'll be able to go any bigger than that and still get it to fit on my sheet. Well, yeah, my dimension lines are falling off of that. So it looks like the best plan that I can use is this 3/16. That gives it the largest view possible, and it still fits on the sheet well. So I'm going to go adjust the crop region. I'm going to delete this. And while I'm at it, click on each of the floor plans that I've created now and make sure they're all in the same scale, because if possible you want them all to be the same scale for your entire drawing. Our wall section might need to be a little bit different, but for the most part we can use the 3/16 equals, at least I can. You might have a slightly different floor plan, so that may or may not work for you. So go to the floor plan that is dimensioned. Down here at the bottom I'm going to show the crop region, and there it is. It's huge. So I'm just going to take this crop region and slide it in as close as I can get to each side. I do not want this to be visible on my sheet when I'm done. This is something we have done before. On all sides, bring my crop region in, and I am now going to turn the crop region off. I can still see my dimensioned floor on all sides, and it looks pretty good. So down on my floor plan, go to Sheets. This is my floor dimensioned. Move back up to the floor dimensioned and drag it and put it on. I am very close to going off of my page. There we go. Looks like I could have made the crop region a little bit tighter on the top, but that'll do. I got my floor plan dimensioned. So I just at this point need to create the other sheets and drop everything onto them. Eventually I will print those sheets so that somebody can sign them. I'm just going to go down and show you how to make, say, another one. So if I click on Sheets All, right click, say New Sheet, I want to choose the B. It's going to already put some of the items in, like the person you're making it for and what the name of it is. In this case, we might as well go with floor furnished. I am the auth drawn by, and I am the checker. Again, you'll put your own name in the drawn by, and you'll put my name in the checker. I'm going to go up to my furnished floor plan and kind of do the same thing. Original floor plan furnished. Show the crop region, which is down on the bottom. It's going to be very large. I'm going to drag all of these in to bring it in as tight as possible without losing any of my detail. Turn the crop region off. And add that to my furnished floor plan. So, original floor plan furnished. There it is. Looks beautiful. I'm going to continue to do this. I did make some renderings. I'm going to pause while I do that. Some of my renderings are down here where I have kitchen rendering and a living room rendering. I will put as many of these on one sheet as I possibly can. But if I need to, I can create an A2, A3, A4, A5 sheet for as many renderings as I have. They don't need to necessarily be this large when I put them on my sheets. So I'll kind of resize them as I go. And I will check back with you in a minute. So I'm actually to the point where I'm making my sheet for the north and east side of my house. This should be, I'm going to click on that and zoom way in. I'm going to renumber this A200 because that's typically where we start numbering for our elevations, is at 200 level. When I go to the north side, one of the things that I will remind you about is that we have these views that are way out there. If you click on the bottommost one and get that little circle right there, you can drag kind of all three of them at the same time and bring them in real close to the house, as close as possible. So again, get that little circle right there and drag those way in as close as possible to the house. Should be able to use the same scale that I used before, which is the 3/16. We'll see how that goes on. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then also adjust my crop region here, which looks pretty good. I can bring that in just a little bit tighter. I can bring this in just a little bit tighter. And for the north elevation, that should be it. So if I go back down to the sheet, I am going to take my north elevation and drop it on there and see what it looks like. So it looks like if I do that scale, I might be able to get the north and south on the same page, maybe. But I will pause and try. I was able to get the north and east side onto one sheet, and I did get the south and west side onto one sheet as well. I'm going to continue making some title sheets. I'll show you what I've made in just one moment. Okay, so I did make all these sheets. These were all the sheets that were on the page that I showed you before on the Schoology calendar. My floor plan dimension, my furnished floor plan, renderings. I was able to get all of my elevations on 2 sheets. Sometimes you need 4. If you had 4, they'd be numbered 200, 201, 202, and 203. I'm going to show you in this video what the kitchen and bath detail looks like. Wall section I will show you in a different video. Schedules I will also show you in a different video. But all I have to do is drag my electrical plan, which we've created previously, onto this page. I've already cropped it and made sure that the scale was appropriate to fit. So here's my electrical plan on the electrical page. Notice the numbering starts with E100 for the electrical page. And I'm going to do the same thing for my plumbing plan on the plumbing page. So there's my plumbing sheet. Notice it says P100 for the plumbing sheet. Go up and take my plumbing plan and put it on the sheet. Alright, so for the kitchen and bath details, that should be easy enough to show you in the time that I have remaining on this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the original floor plan, which is here. I'm going to take the original floor plan and I'm going to duplicate with detailing. Once I do that, my furniture is not necessary for this, so I'm going to hide the category for furniture so that I can get what I want to in here. I'm going to go to the hidden line view, and what I want to do up here under view is do an elevation. When I do that, over here on the left hand side there's building elevations and there's something called an interior elevation, and that's what I want to click on, is the interior elevation. I have this little circle thing and I'm just going to drop it right here in the middle of my kitchen, like so. And once I do that, if I click on the circle somewhere, it brings up all kinds of little question marks. I'm going to check the directions that I would like to view, which I want to view these cabinets, and these cabinets. So where exactly am I viewing them? Well, when I created that little section right there, it created a new place called interior elevations, and if I click, I can now see the cabinets that I'm interested in. So one set of cabinets that I was interested in were the ones that were on this arched wall of my house. These were the cabinets straight ahead near the window, and these are the ones where I can see my refrigerator. But I do have a lot of interference when I'm looking at these, so it does require quite a bit of cleanup. So for example, I'm going to go back to the original floor plan. When this is looking in this direction, I'm seeing some of these cabinets that are hanging on the wall over here. This is that arched wall, so I want to hide some of these in that view. So I'm going to go to that interior elevation view, and I can see them over here. This is not one I'm interested in, so I'm just going to hide that one in this view. I don't want to see my sink, so I'm going to hide that in this view. I want to hide some of these cabinets in that view as well. I'm going to pause while I do that. So now that I've done that, I have my corner cabinet, the glass kind of bread cabinet, and the end cabinet right there. Those were the only three that were in that elevation. And same thing that I was doing before, I can take that and put it into this section called kitchen and bath. And I would do the same with my other ones. So there it is. It's one view of my kitchen, so that whoever's putting in the cabinets kind of knows where each cabinet goes. I probably want to rename this, so I will do that. I'm going to finish these and show you the finished project in just 1 minute. So on the sheet that was called Kitchen and Bath Details, this is the one that I duplicated with detailing. I have these two new markers that I put in. I did create a sheet that looks like this. So I just pulled in and I renamed them nice. This is the east bathroom view and the south bathroom view. One thing that I will warn you on, when you do this, you will get those same marks.